In today's episode, I'm going to be rebuilding the Tennessee Titans with Cam Ward because they now have the #1 overall pick. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and or subscribe. Let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes. I would appreciate that. Now, if the Titans were in a different position and they were, let's say, at pick number 10 instead of pick number 1, I would say just get the best player available at pick number 10 and then just build from there instead of trying to force a QB. This QB class is pretty weak. In my opinion, I think Cam Ward is the only QB in this entire class that is NFL ready. And I know a bunch of people would be like, oh, Shedeur Sanders, he has a really high ceiling. I don't care about your high ceiling. You're a first round pick. I want you to come into the NFL and show me that you are NFL ready. Sure, just show some flashes. You don't have to produce off the rip. If you're on a really bad team and it's hard to show production, like the Panthers with Bryce Young, then that's different. But if you are a first round pick, especially if you are a top 10 pick, you come into the NFL and you produce. Oh, well, development, Vic, development. Yes, development is fine on trash teams. You better show flashes and show that you can do well in the NFL. Just show something that you can actually be productive at a certain level. If you're a first round pick and you can't show that, unless you're on, again, a terrible team like the Panthers, then I don't think you're a first round pick. I hate the ceiling argument. Oh, the high ceiling, Who cares about the higher ceiling? Who can play in the NFL today? That is what matters to me, and I think Cam Ward is the one and only quarterback in this entire draft class that can do that. Sure, Shedeur Sanders, high ceiling, I don't care about that as of right now, and a lot of NFL scouts believe that Shedeur Sanders isn't a first-round grade. That's just my opinion, but at the same time, apparently a lot of NFL scouts believe that as well. So either way, moving into the video, I personally believe Will Levis. Obviously, he's not going to be the Titans quarterback of the future, considering he got benched for Mason Rudolph. They were just done with him off the rip. Then the rest of the team really isn't that bad. Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears here. Tony Pollard was actually really underrated this year as a halfback. A lot of people didn't point him out. Tajay Spears doesn't seem like a bad #2. Their receiving core is terrible. We need to up it in some way. The O-line, they have been improving. Haven't heard too much on J.C. Latham. I honestly don't know if he's good or not. Then Peter Skoronski has been pretty solid. Still need to improve other parts of the offensive line. Defensively, though, Jeffrey Simmons, obviously great. L'Jarius Sneed. It's a really underrated secondary, I'm not going to lie, but there are some pieces like Quandre Diggs. He is getting on the older side, so we will have to replace him in Madden. And I don't think Jerome Baker is actually a superstar development. I simulated to the end of the season, so I'm pretty sure he only has star development. Yeah, the AI awarded him that superstar development, but as always, I'm going to be changing this team into a 4-3, which they could easily shift into, in my opinion, with Trevondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons at defensive tackles. I think Trevondre Sweat was also a great pick. I think this team is actually moving in the right direction. I think firing Mike Vrabel was a bad decision. I know some Titans defenders in the comments will come for me, but either way, we're going to be rebuilding the team with Cam Ward. As you can see, I am in the offseason. I just found some random draft class. A lot of the draft classes just aren't updated, and for some reason, people refuse to delete the old ones. They have like Carson Beck at the #1 spot. This guy has Shedeur Sanders as being the best guy, and then Cam Ward being a 3rd to 4th round talent. I'm going to change that automatically. I'm going to give, if he has normal development, I'm going to give him star development, and we're going to work ourselves up from there. But this is what he has for Cam Ward. Apparently, he thinks Shedeur Sanders is better. That's his opinion. I'm not going to adjust anyone else in the class. This is a Cam Ward rebuild. This is what he has for the board. Honestly, not bad. It's the best draft class I could find. It's the first draft class I'm using in Madden 25. But for the re-signed players, Jerome Baker here, I wouldn't mind back. He just doesn't want to be here. I'll do a 2-year contract and up the money for him. He says no to that anyways. He's going to walk. Tyler Boyd's going to walk. All these other extras. I wouldn't mind Jack Gibbons back, actually, but he's going to want to be here quite a while, and he's going to want a lot of money. So I gave him 2 years, more money. He stays on the team for another year. A lot of people just don't want to be here. It's a bad team. At least there's no state income tax. That helps. Ryan Stonehouse here. He's a superstar development punter. I'll give him a 5-year contract. He still doesn't want to sign. I'm tempted to tag a punter. Oh, it's only $3 million to tag a punter? Sure. Why not? It's only $3 million. That's not bad. It was honestly less than what I was going to pay him. So sure, let's go into free agency. I don't want to go crazy in free agency because I don't want to seem unrealistic with this upcoming free agency in real life and just make it seem all out of whack. But what we have here, Trent Brown wouldn't be a bad signing. He doesn't want to be here. Ryan Kelly, I don't necessarily need. We already signed one in real life. Nobody just wants to be here. Darius Washington wouldn't be a bad signing since we left Quandre Diggs. We're going to do a 2-year contract there, and I'll get back to you guys. And the only person who signed with us was Darius Washington. I tried to go after Juju because there wasn't any good receivers in free agency, but I know that's not necessarily realistic, but that free agency class was just really weak. We'll skip to the draft, get to our number 1 overall pick, and pick up Cam Ward. Moving into the draft now, we have the number 1 overall pick. No, we have the number 2 overall pick. Hopefully the Falcons don't take our guy. Obviously, I'm aware the draft order is incorrect. I just simulated the 3-14 record for the Titans. This is a Cam Ward rebuild. I don't care about anyone else. I'm sorry that I don't have the number 1 overall pick. It's really not that big of a deal. Travis Hunter goes to the Falcons here, so we'll just pretend in our heads the Falcons traded up for that because, you know, it's just Madden. It's just supposed to be fun. The draft order won't be entirely correct. Then, of course, we're going to take Cam Ward here with the so-called number 1 overall pick. He looks really good. We're going to take him. It says 3 to 4 grade, not really. Ranked 90, got him at number 2. Why is he white? Why is he white and then his face scan? Dude, come on, EA. You can do better than this, dude. Hidden development, 93 throw power. Looks really good. In round number 2, I still feel like this team needs to work on offensive line, but we desperately need a receiver. I don't think Emeka here in Buka, I don't know how you say that last name, is going to be here. Isaiah Bond could potentially be in the 2nd round. Brown, Stewart here out of Oregon. That wouldn't be a bad shout. I don't think maybe Isaiah Bond would be here. I could see that. He's a slot archetype, though. Stewart is as well. What are these guys out of Miami? Man, I don't really want, I want a more physical guy, but if Isaiah Bond is here out of Texas, 5'11", 180, looks really good. I'm going to take Isaiah Bond. We need a new receiver. I'm going to get him A+ pick. Got him at 34, ranked 28. Hidden development. You love to see that. He seems pretty good. And again, he's white. I don't know what is up with these face scans and them looking like that. And we don't have a 3rd round pick. We're going into the 4th round. I would like another middle linebacker. I would like an edge rusher, of course, but either way, sure, this guy, Jay Higgins, is on the board. Doesn't look the best out of Iowa. Marginal strength, sure. We'll take him. Ranked 161, got him at 98, normal development. That's fine. And again, this dude's white. I don't know what's up with this. EA can't fix anything or do anything right. Cam Ward, 74 overall hidden development, so he's really not that bad. For some reason, the AI had him graded as a round 3 to 4 talent at a 74 overall hidden development. I don't know why, but sure. Isaiah Bond's a 78. That's ridiculously high. I don't know why these guys' overalls are so high, but hey, we'll take it. And then the AI just drafted all those other extras. Like getting a center in the 7th round at 70 overall seems kind of ridiculous. And now we're going to be signing Jimmy Garoppolo here as a mentor QB just for more XP. Now this is the team after the draft. We got Jimmy Garoppolo, Will Levis. I'm just going to trade him now. Let's see if anyone wants him for any type of value. Let's put him on a team where he'll be a starter. The Giants have Jameis Winston at QB. So sure, they can have Will Levis for a 4th round pick. I'm pretty sure that seems fair in my book. They need a QB that desperately. Sure, just take a chance on him. Let them develop him. Got Isaiah Bond. Sure, not a horrible team overall. And of course, defensively, I'm going to switch into a 4-3. I know it's like, oh, they run 3-4. I don't care. This is my rebuild. I would run 3-4 if I could find a good playbook for it, but I never do. This is always what I run for my playbooks. So, of course, I'm going to shift Jeffrey Simmons and Trevondre Sweat both to the inside and move Harold Landry down to the edge. Harold Landry is also really underrated. In real life, he just gets injured a lot. Now we got the defense adjusted. Really not that bad. Interior defensive line is looking really good there. And then do need a new edge rusher. Harold Landry, I believe, he's 29, 30 almost? Yeah, 29. He's going to be aging out. Adrian Key, obviously, isn't a long-term piece for the team. Why is Cam Ward white, bro? Come on. Like, his face scan is clearly not that. What is happening with this appearance? Why is he like this? Why do they keep doing this? His face scan clearly isn't that. We're gonna give him this and just call it good. Obviously, I'm aware that's not exactly what he looks like. I'm not gonna go through all the face scans just so that way it's perfect. But hopefully, this officially changes it. Like no, it doesn't. He's white on the field. He's black on picture day. Okay, thank you, EA. Great game. Isaiah Bond is gonna be the number 2 for now. He's also gonna be in the slot. Traylon Burks is in the slot. I'm not going to even bother to develop Traylon Burks. What a terrible trade. Oh, different management at the time, Vic. It's different management. I don't care what the management was. You traded away A.J. Brown for Traylon Burks, dude. You traded him away for a 1st-round pick and used that 1st-round pick on Traylon Burks. Oh, well, it was different management. I don't care. You're a professional management, and you made a professional decision to make a stupid decision, and you traded him away for Traylon Burks. Elite move from the Titans. Anyways, midseason mark, 1st year with Cam Ward. Let's get to it. 4-2 at the midseason mark. A lot better than I thought we would be doing. Our defense is heavily carrying us. Offense 26 in passing yards, 12th in points per game, though, is not bad. 4-2, currently holding a 7th seed in the conference. Very highly contested conference as well. We have a linebacker breakout challenge. Hopefully I remember to do it. Let's see who it is. It is going to be Jack Gibbons. Okay, moved him to outside linebacker. Let's see if he can get that to get his breakout challenge. And for the players ready to negotiate, Roger McCrary. He's young. He has star development. I'll overpay to keep him here. It's only $8 million a year. Really isn't bad. Amani Hooker. The problem is in simulation, he's really not that crazy. He's about to be 28. He's going to regress. He's definitely not even going to make it to an 85 overall. We'll see how he performs. And then Chig here, he's young. He has star development. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. I'll just call him Chig. So he has a 5-year contract. Well, he does not because he rejects it. So we'll see. Traylon Burks, bust. Adrian Key, no. Kenneth Murray, bust. All these other guys, not really that good. Ryan Stonehouse, another 5-year contract for you. You re-sign. That's cool with me. And then we signed Jake Moody. No, I'm not going to keep that guy on my team. Automatic miss. And by that, I mean he automatically misses every field goal. Peter Skoronski, of course, I'm going to accept that option. But for now, let's see how the players perform. Let's see the Jack Gibbons development trade upgrade if he does get it. Scouting national focus. I'm going to do receiver again. We still need it. And we're going to lose to the Chiefs 38-10. Highly doubt we had that breakout challenge, but we also have a defensive back breakout challenge. So let's see if we got it here. And he earns XP, but he does not get the development upgrade. But let's see who the DB is for the breakout challenge. And the DB was Julius Woods, I believe. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Strong safety. Yeah, our backup strong safety. I don't know what he's doing to get that. And we beat the Seahawks 24-21, but as we are 5-3 now. Did he get the breakout challenge as our backup safety? Julius Woods shows some flashes, but I'm not convinced he's taken the next step. So that would be a no. He's probably just going to earn some XP just for trying, because why not? And he does earn 1,000 XP. Anyways, we are 5-3 right now. Let's move into the playoffs and see if we can make them year one with Cam Ward. Nope, we crash and crumble at the end of the year, just like every Tennessee Titans season. 8-9, as our defensive passing was number 1. Our defensive rushing was 26 with Jeffrey Simmons. Ridiculous. The offense was just trash. Stats and awards, Cam Ward did terrible. 22nd best offense in the NFL. Defensively, best defense in the NFL. Defense obviously does not win championships in Madden simulation. 3,700 yards, 23 touchdowns, 15 receptions, 88 pass rating. Honestly, really not horrible in real life, but in Madden, he's 21st, 27th, 28th in those top 3 stats, so not good. Tony Pollard, only 3.7 per carry, 12 touchdowns, no fumbles is nice though. And then Calvin Ridley, 900 yards, 1 touchdown. Isaiah Bond, almost 900 yards, 8 touchdowns. Traylon Burks, 7 touchdowns, 700 yards. Then passing wise, well, blocking wise, 11 sacks allowed for JC Latham is not good. Riley, whatever, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. Sure, he's a rookie, and he's only a 71, 8 sacks. Rest of the guys did pretty nice, though. This blocking stuff in Madden doesn't make any sense. This guy, Zach Rice, he's a 69 overall rookie, allowed the least amount of sacks on the team. That doesn't make any sense. Jack Gibbons, 119 tackles, tackles for a loss, 12 for Adrian Key, 11 for Jeffrey Simmons, 10 for Harold Landry, 9 for Jack Gibbons, sacks 13 for Harold Landry, 10 for Jeffrey Simmons, 5 for Adrian Key. Honestly, Adrian Key, he's a 70 overall, still put up a really solid season. Harold Landry did great. Interceptions, 4 for L'Jarius Sneed and Adarius Washington. That's a good signing. Deflections, 13 for L'Jarius Sneed, 13 for Kenneth Murray, 13 for Jack Gibbons. Great year for them. Safety, 0 defensive touchdowns, 0. Sucks that the defense performs so well just for the offense to be so trash. And the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Dude, when are you going to nerf the Cowboys in Madden? They will never win a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott as the starter. Donovan Wilson wins the Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes wins the league MVP. Evan Stewart is the Rookie of the Year for the Cowboys, and we get no awards for the Tennessee Titans. In the AFC South, Matthew Judon retires on the Jaguars along with Brandon Scherf. For the team upgrades, Cam Ward comes to star development, same with Isaiah Bond. No actual upgrades on the offense, though. Defensively, looking into it, Harold Landry, 13 sacks, doesn't get superstar development. Kenneth Murray and Jack Gibbons both get star development. Adarius Washington gets star development. He's going to probably get a re-sign. He did really well. But honestly, not a bad improvement year. Still developing the team, obviously. Let's move into the re-sign players. For the team upgrades, not team upgrades, team re-signings, Peter Skoronski here. I'm going to accept that option. Amani Hooker, I'll do a 1-year contract with you, and I'll increase your bonus and your salary to $9 million. And he's going to want to test out free agency. That's fine with me. Chig here, I'm going to do the neutral offer again, 5 years. Hopefully he stays. He does re-sign on that contract. Traylon Burks can walk. Adrian Key, even though he's 30, he did really well for us. I'm going to do 1 year. I know it's $12 million. He wants to test out free agency. That sucks. I'm going to try and get him back in free agency. Kenneth Murray wasn't bad. He's about to be 28. He's not even going to make it to an 80 overall. Everyone here, I don't really want. I want to try and get Adrian Key back. And then we have $99 million to spend in free agency. In free agency, nobody wants to play for our team. That's completely understandable. Jameson Williams, I wouldn't mind on the team. $20 million a year for him, as we are not in the lead for that, but we could be. And then Mark Andrews, don't really want. Odafe away, I definitely would not mind that. And we're definitely not going to get him. It's going to be the Rams or the Cardinals, so I might as well just withdraw that. Let's see if Adrian Key is still here. He is here. Nobody's offering on him so far, so that's a massive W for us. Alec Pierce is here. Star development, 26 years old. Sure. And I did not mean to sign Jameson Williams and Alec Pierce, but I did, so I might have to drop Calvin Ridley's contract. He's 30 anyways. He's going to be regressing. So honestly, not bad. Jake Bates, I highly doubt he'll be in free agency in real life. He's just going to stay with the Lions forever, but he's here in free agency. He's young. He has star development. And I got Adrian Key back on a 1 year deal. Nobody else offered on him. With that being said, Calvin Ridley's 31 years old. He's a 78 overall. Don't really want him on my team. How much would it cost to cut him? I would save $6 million, but I could also trade him. Does anyone want him? I mean, the Raiders want him. Don't really want him for that offer. He's taking up $26 million on my team. Yeah, let's just save money just by dumping him. Realistically, a 31-year-old receiver who's taking up $26 million, I'm not getting anything more than a 5th-round pick for him. I know in Madden I can get more than a 5th-round pick, but this is a realistic rebuild. I'm not getting more than that for him. So I'm going to move on from Calvin Ridley and just skip into the draft. Don't need any more receivers now. Probably going to focus more on the offensive line, the linebacking core, and I need a new edge rusher. Adrian Key definitely isn't bad, but he's not going to be the long-term future. We get pick number 13 in this draft. Finally, don't have a top 10 pick. That's nice. And then the Seahawks are going to pick another receiver at the number 1 overall pick. Speed rusher here, A to C awareness. Chad Coles at NC State, 6'3", 250, good strength, elite jumping, great acceleration, B pursuit. Can't really see much past that, though. Really sucks. And then we got Jimmy Jeffries. Interesting name. 6'3", 260, speed rusher, elite speed, great strength. Athletically, looks like a monster. A finesse moves. Jimmy Jeffries is going to be the guy here for us. Ranked 35. Got him at 13. Hidden development out of Stanford. That's what matters. Jimmy Jeffries is the man. Now, there aren't any good linebackers on the board, but having a lot of depth at defensive tackle does matter for simulation. This guy looks really good. Tito Estrada. I don't know how you say that. I'm stupid. Easily a Hispanic name there for Tito. And then elite speed, great strength, solid acceleration, B awareness, A play rec, B power moves, B tackle. Definitely going to take that in round number 2. Ranked 58, got him at 45. Hidden development, another good pick. As you can see, the middle linebacker class is pretty weak here. You got a run stopper archetype in Trey Lynn out of Clemson. Great speed, good strength, great acceleration, BBBA. I'm going to take this off the rip. We're going to probably move him to inside linebacker. Ranked 77, got him at 77. Hidden development, another good pick. He's probably going to be the new inside linebacker for us, as Jack Gibbons will stay at left outside linebacker. Now I'm going to be trading away my early 4th-round pick that I got from the Raiders to trade up in next year's draft. Going to get probably the 3rd-round pick of another team, not the Eagles, team that I can really benefit from, not the Cowboys. The 2028, I need a 2027, probably the Browns or the Buccaneers here. Probably just going to take the Browns, get their 2026 7th as well, trade up in next year's draft. And then apart from that, I don't really like what's on the board. I'm just going to simulate to the end of the draft. After the draft, Jimmy Jeffries, 74 overall, good value there. And then a 73 for Tito, 71 for Trey, 72 for Jermaine Blackburn. I did not pick this guy. The AI did. Normal development, but he's a 72 overall. That's still really good value. And then everyone else on this board, sure, they're just whatever. I mean, 69 for this guy. Nice. Now we're going to be signing Kirk Cousins as the new mentor QB because obviously I didn't re-sign Jimmy Garoppolo. He didn't want to be on the team. Now this is the team after the draft. The AI picked up a fullback and a running back that have hidden development. This guy, Carey, no, he's a tight end out of Toledo here. Wearing number 18 is egregious for a tight end. But anyways, we're going to move him to the starting fullback. Why not? And then everyone else here doesn't look that bad. Honestly, really solid team. Alec Pierce can play in the slot if he wants to. it's fine like that anyways. Just basically an all-star team, except for 2 offensive linemen for my offense. Not really the best, not the worst either. And then Jeffries here is going to start over Adrian Key year 1. Yes, I know Adrian Key wasn't bad, but I just want to immediately develop Jeffries for the long-term future, and then I'm going to move Jack Gibbons to inside linebacker. I know I said I was going to keep him outside, but it is what it is. Jimmy Jeffries will be up here. Tito is going to move to the number 3. Everything looks good. I forgot to get a new strong safety. Everything else, though, it does look fine. The defensive line is actually getting scary now. Specialist-wise, Jeffries is going to start over Adrian Key. I'll force that later. And then everything else looks good here. Alec Pierce is going to be in the slot. Year number 2 with Cam Ward. Let's see what we got. We are 3-3 here, a little bit worse than last year, coming off a loss to the Jaguars. 10th best offense in points per game is nice, but the defense just sucks now. 21st, even though I improved the defense. Doesn't make a lot of sense there. Sure, I lost to Monty Hooker, but that's really about it. Scouting national focus. I'm going to do inside linebacker here. I have $125 million to spend. I might just sign Tajay Spears long term. I know this is expensive for a guy who hasn't played. He doesn't want to be here. He wants a bigger market than Nashville, but I'm probably going to just keep him and then make Pollard a non-re-signing here because he's about to be 30. Depends how he plays. Darius Washington, he's deserved his spot on here. He's done pretty well for us so far, and he doesn't want to accept right now. Jack Gibbons, even if he does regress, it's really not a bad signing to keep him long-term, especially with all the money I have. Harold Landry, it depends how he plays. Same thing with Awuzie here. And then Adrian Key, really depends how he plays as backup, so probably not. J.C. Latham, I'll accept that option despite him playing bad right now. And if Kirk doesn't retire, I would like to keep him as a mentor QB. I know it's $3 million, but still, I have a bunch of money, so it's not really that big of a problem right now. Anyways, apart from that, let's see what we have at the playoffs. Probably not going to make them again. 9-8, so an improvement, but back-to-back losses to 2 Texas team is a heartbreaker to the Cowboys. And the Texans just really blows. Why is my defensive rushing 32nd in the league, dude? I have one of the best defensive lines, dude, especially on the interior. That's ridiculous. Stats and awards. Cam Ward, huge improvement. Top 10 QB, 20th best offense still, but 19th defense. Real killer there. 4,400 yards, 37 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 102 pass rating. Wouldn't say top 10 with those amount of interceptions, but huge improvement from the previous year. Tony Pollard, 4 touchdowns, no fumbles. I mean, he only had 214 attempts, but only 3.5 per carry. Cam Ward really outperformed him, honestly, on the ground. And then, yeah, I'm just going to start Tajay Spears in the next year. Alec Pierce, 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns. That's a great signing. Hopefully he gets superstar development. Jamison Williams, 9 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Isaiah Bond, 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. Chig with 7 touchdowns and 800 yards. Good receiving core. And then, oh my gosh, J.C. Latham sucks, dude. 17 sacks allowed is terrible. Our center sucks as well. This right guard, Zach Rice, back-to-back years, 2 sacks allowed. He's like a normal development, and then he's like a 72 overall. Why is he outperforming the rest of my team? That's embarrassingly bad. 17 sacks is horrible. Jack Gibbons, 110 tackles for a loss, 15 for Tavondre Sweat, 14 for Jimmy Jeffries, 12 for Jeffrey Simmons, 9 for Harold Landry, 8 for Jack Gibbons, sacks, 14 for Harold Landry. He better get superstar development. If he doesn't get superstar development, I'm going to force it. He had back-to-back great seasons. Then Jeffrey Simmons, 9, and then Tavondre Sweat with 4. Only 3 for Jimmy Jeffries, but 14 tackles for a loss. Good rookie year. 5 interceptions for L'Jarius Sneed, 4 for Chidobe, and then, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, 9 deflections for Jack Gibbons, 8 for Trey Lynn, the rookie, and then 7 for that guy. I'm not going to say his name again. Safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns, 3 for L'Jarius Sneed. He better get X Factor for that type of season. And the Eagles make the Bills 0-5 in Super Bowls now. Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes wins another league MVP. How predictable. And yeah, we get no Rookie of the Years, unfortunate. In the AFC South, Ted Karras here. I don't know how you say that. I'm just stupid. And then Kirk Cousins retires after I give him a contract, of course. For the team upgrades, Chig gets superstar development. That's surprising that he gets it, but not Alec Pierce. And then Tony Pollard has regressed into oblivion. And yeah, of course, I don't have Kirk anymore. So this guy, Zach Rice, has been a baller for me. J.C. Latham, I will not be accepting that option. Hopefully, he eventually plays well. And then anyone else here, Jeffries only comes with star development. That's fine with me. Lynn only comes with star development. Yeah, again, that's fine. I need a new strong safety, probably a new middle linebacker. I like Jack Gibbons, but not long-term, really. Everyone else looks good. Harold Landry, if you want to cry in the comments, you can. He's 31 years old. He's not going to progress anymore. He gave me back-to-back seasons with 13 sacks and now 14 sacks. He's only been improving due to his age. It's not like I'm giving him X factor. I think superstar is more than fair for having back-to-back seasons like that. He's only an 80 overall. Let's move into the re-signing. For the re-signings, J.C. Latham. God, no, I'm not going to accept that option. You're terrible. Adarius Washington. Let's do player friendly. He's been really good for us. We'll re-sign him back. And then Tony Pollard, no. Harold Landry, absolutely. I want you back. Let's do a 2-year contract for you. And he wants to test out free agency. How much is it going to take to tag you? 30 mil? I want him back. I don't want him back for 30 mil. We'll test the waters in free agency. He's been doing really good for us, this defensive back, so I'm going to re-sign him. Not going to try and pronounce his name again. Adrian Key can walk. How much does he want as a backup? Yeah, $9 million to be a backup? Absolutely not. Everyone else here, no. I'm going to see what we have in free agency. Going to try and get Harold Landry back. Aiden Hutchinson is here. Screw Harold Landry. I'm going after Aiden Hutchinson, dude. He wants 50 mil. Have it, dude. Have your 50 mil. And we got him. We got him on a massive, stupid contract. It was like 40 mil for the first few years. Then I'm going to have to pay him. Ridiculous, dude. Yeah, 50 million a year is crazy. Dummy contract. Either way, though, he had 24.5 sacks last year in simulation. Yeah, I would not mind paying for that. Didn't show it, but the other guy I got was Superstar X Factor, right outside linebacker, Matt Milano. He's only a 79 overall. Let's move into the draft. Great free agency. And the Vikings get the #1 overall pick. We're going to be at pick number 16 here. And I'm considering taking a left tackle here, Demarius Pritchett out of Texas Tech. Doesn't look bad. Ooh, he has so many A's. His physicals, though, I'm worried about only having decent strength. I'm going to do it anyways. J.C. Latham sucks, dude. He's so bad. Ranked 41, got him at 16, hidden development. That's the big thing. I'm going to start him immediately. He really can't do worse than 17 sacks allowed. He really can't. Second round, Dylan Hooker here. Does not look bad. Out of Ohio State. Solid, good. Not athletically amazing. A tackle, A play rec, A hit power, a B awareness. B block shedding. Looks pretty good. Dylan Hooker. We're going to take him. Should have picked a strong safety. I just realized that, but he has hidden development. Probably going to start him over Jack Gibbons just because. Round 3, looking into a strong safety. Paul Parker, 6'1", 208. Great speed, decent strength. C to F awareness makes me say no to this guy immediately. Then Manny Minor out of Baylor, 200 pounds, marginal speed. Not doing that. Let's look at the free safeties. Run support archetype, 6'1", 210, can definitely play strong safety. Doesn't look amazing. A hit power. May just pull the trigger on that dude anyways. C to F awareness. I'm going to try out DeAndre Edwards here in the 3rd round. Probably going to have normal development, but why not? Ranked 133, got him at 78. He's whatever. And then with my other 3rd round pick that I got for trading away last year for my 4th round pick, probably just going to pick a backup halfback here. Ooh, this guy does not, poor speed. Makes me immediately say no. I don't really need the backup halfback. I really don't need much of anything at this point other than my team just to develop. Maybe I'll draft an athletic DB. This guy is very athletic. B-man coverage, F tackle, F zone coverage, A catching though. 6'3", 190 out of Mississippi State. Aaron Telfer here. Good speed, elite jumping, elite acceleration. Looks really good. Gonna take a chance on him. Ranked 148, got him at 80. Hidden development. We'll take it. We'll take it. Let's see if I can get a swap for J.C. Latham because this dude, he's so bad. I wanna get like a decent one in return. Nothing crazy because I don't think that'd be fair. Jordan Battle wouldn't be a bad shout if the Bengals love taking really bad offensive tackles. They already have good offensive tackles in simulation, so that probably wouldn't work out. The Cowboys have an X Factor Marquise Williams. He's only an 80. Let's see what they want for him. They need a right tackle, so this could work out. I'm gonna be a little bit confused if this goes up straight up. Would it go? Maybe it would go straight up. I don't think that would be realistic, so I'm going to be generous here. Just give them my 4th. Yeah, it's very generous of It's Vic. And they say no because they can't afford it because I need to take more cap room off their team. So Donovan Wilson is $5 million in cap, superstar, strong safety. Let's see if we can take him off their hands for their cap room situation, help them out a little bit. They can help us out. And doesn't quite go through with the 4th. Let's see if we can do it with the 5th as well. That goes declined as well, so let's do it with the 6th as well. I think that's fair. They need an offensive tackle. They think they can develop this young guy. J.C. Latham's trash, dude. 4th, 5th, and a 6th, and J.C. Latham, who allowed 17 sacks last season for a potential good safety that who knows could be good. He's a superstar X Factor. And Donovan Wilson to take up their dead cap. Demarius Pritchett here, left tackle, 74 for Dylan Hooker, and then Edwards is 68. Doesn't matter. Telfer's is 68, but he has hidden development. Andrew Graves here, sick last name, normal development, 66 overall, sure. And there's going to be another, award winner for Chris Boswell here, but I was going to say another mentor QB here for our QB, Cam Ward. It's going to be Matthew Stafford because all of them just keep retiring over and over and over again. This is the team after the draft. Pritchett really can't be any worse. He really can't. Zach Rice has been amazing. He was like a 6th-round pick from the AI. He's been great. Cushenberry has been trash, 12 sacks allowed last year, but we'll see how Tajay Spears does this season. Team looks pretty good, 85 overall so far. A lot of X factors on defense. Why would Aiden Hutchinson's X factor not be activated? That's kind of annoying. Either way, Telfer here, let's move him up. Everyone looks pretty good. Gonna move Hooker to the number 1 so that way he can get XP immediately. And yeah, specialist wise, anything else that I want to change here? Tajay Spears is going to get all the reps for sure. Anything else? Gibbons going to change that manually. Everything else looks good. 85 overall team. Let's move in to year number 3. 2-4 because EA Sports. My team significantly improves, and now the offense is just suddenly trash because my defense is good. That makes no sense. It's so dumb. If you can't tell, yes, I'm fed up with the game. 2-4. Ridiculous, dude. So stupid. Scouting national focus. I need nothing. My team just needs to perform. Players ready to negotiate. $133 million to spend. Jeffrey Simmons. Sure, I'll do a 2-year contract since they're 30. He re-signs. L'Jarius Sneed. I don't care where you want to go. You're going to stay here, whether you like it or not. And then Tavondre Sweat. Do want you back. 4-year contract. $20 million a year is kind of ridiculous, but still. Peter Skoronski. Start the negotiations. Very player friendly. $15 million a year. He re-signs. Cushenberry's trash. Javarius Brown-Lee, no. Matt Milano, sure. He has an X factor. Why not? And if he doesn't want to re-sign anyways, that's annoying. Cedric Gray can walk. Should is not bad. We'll see how he performs. And then Donovan Wilson was just a cap move. And then Matthew Stafford probably will just retire. Cam Ward, I'll accept the option if we even get there. Anyways, I better hope we make the playoffs because this is getting ridiculous. What more do you want me to do on the offense? 32nd in points per game. Stupid. And here we are in the conference championship. Now, I know you guys are going to be like, whoa, 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 what happened? What happened? Okay, so my game crashed in the middle of my recording. Thankfully, the first part of my recording was saved, but I got to the playoffs, started a new recording so that way stuff like this doesn't happen because it happens pretty frequently with EA. The game crashes and then my recording crashes with it. It's super annoying. But anyways, I'll do a full recap and show you everything, show you all the stats. We are in the conference championship. I'll show you I didn't cheat. We went from 2-4 to 11-6. Give me a second. I'm not restarting my entire recording just because 5 minutes of gameplay was lost. So going through the stats and awards first, Cameron Ward did improve even though he's 23rd in passing touchdowns, 12th best offense, number 1 defense in the NFL. There was a comeback there. 4,300 yards, 28 touchdowns, 7 receptions, improved passer rating. You like to see this. Then he also had 6 rushing touchdowns. Tajay Spears, 11 touchdowns, no fumbles, 3.8 per carry. And then Alec Pierce, if he doesn't get superstar development by the Super Bowl, I'll give it to him. 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. He's been doing great for us. Jamison Williams, only 1 touchdown, 950 yards. Chig, 800 yards, 6 touchdowns. Isaiah Bond, 7 touchdowns, 700 yards, getting outperformed by Chig here. And then our sacks here, our right tackle, left tackle, he didn't do well, but really it's better than 17 sacks allowed. And of course, I don't have to pay J.C. Latham now or my left tackle in general. Cushenberry, not doing amazing, but it's better than last season, I guess. Zach Rice was an amazing 6th-round pick. He's been doing great for us. Dylan Hooker, 108 tackles, 4 tackles for a loss, 2 interceptions, 10 deflections as a rookie. He was great. Tackles for a loss, 15 for Tavondre Sweat, 14 for Aiden Hutchinson, 12 for Jeffrey Simmons, 11 for Jimmy Jeffries. And then sacks, 18.5 for Aiden Hutchinson's amazing, 12 for Jeffrey Simmons, 9.5 for Jimmy Jeffries, great, 3.5 for Tavondre Sweat. Interceptions, 3 for Darius Washington. He's been great. Deflections, 10 for Dylan Hooker, 8 for L'Jarius Sneed, 6 for Darius Washington, and Marquise Williams here, the new safety addition. Safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. And I know you guys are going to be like, there's no way you beat the Chiefs. There's no way you beat the Chiefs. As you can see here, we did beat the Chiefs 28-22. No forced wins here. We beat the Chiefs. I know it's crazy. Finished 11-6. Stupid that my recording crashed. But hey, Hopefully this video actually finishes out. If you see it, obviously it finished out, but as soon as I tried to load into this Jaguars Conference Championship game, it just exploded. Hopefully it doesn't do that here. And thankfully my game did not explode. So we actually have a game here against the Jacksonville Jaguars, as they're going to start out with nothing. We're going to start out with 3 points. Okay, decent stuff. 7-3 against the Jaguars, 10-7. At halftime, we open up half with a punt. Why would we do that? Either way, 17-7. We are not dominating. Now we're dominating as we finish 14-24, as we are going to be moving on to the Super Bowl. Have the Titans even appeared in a Super Bowl? They have. They've just lost one, I think. And here we are in the Super Bowl, here to face the 10-7 San Francisco 49ers. Is Brock Purdy's contract still there? Pretty sure I see him in free agency almost every rebuild because the Niners can never afford to pay him. Yep, Brock Purdy, superstar X Factor, 99 overall, is still here. Can we beat the 10-7 Niners? It's ridiculous that they're 10-7 at a 91 overall. We should not be a better record than them, but we are. But for the team upgrades, Alec Pierce, 14 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. He did amazing last year as well. Maybe, I think he had 11 touchdowns, 1,400 yards. I mixed that up. He did amazing last year. He did amazing this year. There's no reason he shouldn't have superstar development. If you want to cry in the comments, oh no, video's already posted. What are you going to do? Exactly nothing. I'm tempted to give Zach Rice star development because he's been so good for us. Pritchett, he has star development. Doesn't really feel like it. Hooker, oh my gosh. Comes with superstar X Factor. What a pick, especially to start him over Jack Gibbons. He comes with superstar X Factor. Didn't even get upgraded to it. What an absolute baller pick there. Yes, I'm glazing myself. Defensively, anything else? We have 5 X Factors on the defense. And then Chidobe gets superstar development. Telfer, we still don't see him. Everyone looks really good. I want to see what J.C. Latham did in terms of sacks. Cowboys, and of course, Dak Prescott putting up numbers. Sure, dude. Anyways, see what we have for the blocks here. J.C. Latham, 11 sacks. I mean, it's better than our rookie, but at the same time, it's like, really? Is it really? He's the worst player on their offensive line by far. They're going to have to pay him a boatload too because he's like, what, an 87 overall? Either way, let's move into the Super Bowl against the Niners without J.C. Latham. Here we are versus the Niners. They're going to open up with 3. We're going to respond with nothing, of course, and then our offense continues to do nothing, 6-0. Our defense is good, at least 6-7 with that 1 touchdown, 9-7. Our defense is doing great. Our defense is doing great. We got key moments. I'm gonna finish the game. The AI has no idea how to play the game. I'm gonna play the game, run shoe clock, and I'm just gonna spam the run. I'm gonna spam the run. We're gonna finish this game up. 1st and 10 here. What do we have? Great block to the outside. Tajay Spears leaves it to a 2nd and 8. Get them to burn all of their timeouts. 2nd and 8. Right back to the run here. Tajay Spears. Great lane. Tajay Spears 1st down, and that should be the game. 1st and 10. Right back to Tajay Spears here again. Tajay Spears with the power driving forward. 2nd and 4. They have no more timeouts, and I guess that doesn't technically end the game. It should, right? 2nd and 4. Right back to Tajay Spears. That left guard needs to do a better job. Tajay Spears still leaves it to a 3rd down and 1. And I guess it's not technically enough to end the game. Jamison Williams is pressed up, but they're not running a big set here on the goal line, so not on the goal line, but either way, on 3rd and 1, and that will be the game as the Tennessee Titans will win their 1st ever Super Bowl. And that will do it. Cam Ward and your Tennessee Titans win their very 1st Super Bowl in history here with Aiden Hutchinson as well. We still have 1 more year to go, so let's see if we can get back-to-back Super Bowl wins. But here is another successful rebuild in the books here with Tajay Spears, Cam Ward, and of course, the new Tennessee Titans team. And your Tennessee Titans win their 1st ever Super Bowl, and Cam Ward is the Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes is another league MVP. Aiden Hutchinson, Defensive Player of the Year with the Titans, and no rookie of the years for the Titans. In the AFC South, surprisingly, Matthew Stafford doesn't decide to retire with another freebie ring, but Lermy Tunsil and Stephon Diggs do retire on the Texans. For the players ready to negotiate, Cam Ward will accept that option. Cushenberry sucks. Everyone else here. Matt Milano, sure, I know he's not that good, but he just won a Super Bowl. Why not just sign him back? I could probably overpaid for that contract. Chidobe hasn't been bad for us. Only $3 million for a superstar corner. Definitely going to take that. Joey Moody, that's not Jake Moody. Everyone else here, Matthew Stafford, sure, if he wants to be here and wants to be a mentor for another year, absolutely. He can resign. Let's move into free agency. I don't really need anything in free agency, but I'll look at it anyways. We have Creed Humphrey here. I actually do need a new center. That's actually mega convenient. And you know what's not convenient? Him not signing my contract. And then I also went after Cooper Beebe or Bebe or whatever. He rejected my contract as well. Getting a new right tackle because our current one sucks. So let's move into the draft to get a new center. Obviously, we had pick 32 in the draft. Obviously, I'm going to be picking up a center. Is there anyone off the board that looks like? No, I'm probably just going to reach for one anyways. third to fourth rounder guy, get Grayson Peterson. Don't need him. Elite speed. I mean, I do need him, but he doesn't really look that good. Left guard, first to second rounder. Colin Studebaker. I don't know how you say that. Either way, looks really good. We're going to take him, move him inside to center. We're going to do that. Rank 66, got him at 32. Does not look really good. Never mind. Round number 2, the AI for some reason still ranks my defensive line at 26th in the NFL, which is ridiculous. So we're going to pick up this defensive tackle, hopefully bolster it up a little bit more. Normal development for him as well. I don't really care about the rest of this draft, so I'm just going to simulate to the end of it. After the draft, Colin is a 72 for Chris Joseph here. Stop drafting after that. Not a bad draft for the AI, I guess. And now moving into the 4th, potentially the final season here. I guess the AI has a 77 overall. That's already at the center position. Who is this guy? Jared Wilson? Sure, he's white as well. I don't know how these face scans actually work, but okay, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I'm not even going to move that guy inside. Doesn't really matter. Defensively, wow. Just the crazy. You see all the reds there. Whole lot of red. Got the new Cardi album with this Titans team. It's not even a new album, but either way, specialist-wise, this is what we got going on. Why is Hooker not the starter? Going to make him there. Everyone else here looks pretty good. Telfer has superstar development as a 4th-round pick. That was a massive W. Not really going to use him, but sure, why not just have him on the team? Future of this team would be nuts. Anyways, 4th and final year. Let's see if we can get back-to-back Super Bowls with Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans. No point to looking at the midseason mark. Let's just skip into the playoffs. EA Sports, 8-9 team, dude. You have to be kidding me. Aiden Hutchinson, 18 sacks, 10 tackles for a loss here, and I have the 27th ranked rushing defense. Make that make sense. Make it make sense, dude. You're telling me that this defensive line is the 27th best in the NFL. You are smoking mega crack, EA. Ridiculous. I'm so glad we won the Super Bowl beforehand. Successful rebuild. So dumb. So dumb that this team goes 8-9, my 90 overall team. Unfortunate way to end out the video, but again, still a successful rebuild, so a W is a W. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching. Let me know down in the comments below which team you would like me to rebuild next, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.